Welcome back, everybody. We're back in La Coronella for part 8. I have done quite a few changes since you last saw this, so let's take a quick look. And of course, the game has to save, so give me 1 second here. Okay, so this is exactly what I own. I own, let's see, 19, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 24, 35, 40, 38, and I sold number 48. Oh, and I also own 28 up here. I sold field 48 because it's beyond the river and it's not something that I really need at this point because I have settled on a couple different productions that I want to focus on since with what I currently have. I currently have the melon warehouses, which I found another melon warehouse that's even bigger than the other ones we have. And I also want to focus on using up my milk, and those are the main productions I'm going to do. The fruit, the milk, which and my other greenhouse activities, which are the tomatoes, the strawberries, and the lettuce. Those are all going to be used in this area right here, which is the production center. Production center does smoothies, tomato juice. Um, let's see, what else do I need? Fruity. I can't talk today. English is hard. Let's try that again. The production center focuses on two different types of smoothies, and it also needs flour to run. One of the recipes takes flour to do a smoothie. Not quite sure why that is, but okay. So what we're going to do is get the flour mill set up as soon as we can afford to. I haven't checked on the price yet, and then I've planted uh, well, most of my fields already. And again, I apologize. My brain is like misfiring and going all over the place. All right, so fresh start. Here we go. Precision farming is enacted. What I've done is I've paid for all of the uh, scans of the fields. I started to take the tests. As you can see, they're kind of oddball shaped here. And I just, to tell you the truth, kind of got bored taking so many scans. So I bit the bullet, paid for all the scans on the fields that I own, and that's what we're going to do. So as you can see, the land is mostly loamy sand and sandy loam. Uh, and that a little bit of loam mixed in. So it's not a very good soil. So what I had to do is went through and I can't see my screen, thank you. Went through and I limed everything to bring it up. And the lime is not too bad right at the moment. Get rid of that so I can see my screen. Grr, why don't you go away? I want to see what I'm doing. Anyway, every one of my fields need to be limed. So I spent most of last night getting everything limed, including my orchard. I can't lime this orchard down here for some reason. It doesn't like it. Um, and it just said, nope, don't care. So what I need to do now is show you that I have already planted most of my fields. And this is in preparation for getting the uh, process up and running, the flour mill, and also getting the production center up and running. So I planted 3 fields in oats because I need those for the flour mill. I planted another field of grass, so now I have 3 fields of grass so I can get the feed production for my animals up and running. I have planted 3 fields, actually no, 2 fields in sunflowers, and I've planted 2 fields in sorghum. 2 fields in sorghum is also going to be used in the flour mill because I can use oats, wheat, barley, and sorghum, I believe, in the flour mill. So that's my main production that I want to get up and running, and then I also want to get my silage up and running as fast as I can for my animals. But the sunflowers are to produce oil because I believe there's one product that I want to try later on in the map that I need sunflower oil to do. Um, but we are currently up on field 19 planting sugarcane. I decided I'm really, really, really tired of harvesting sugar beets. So we're going to try sugarcane because that is a crop that comes up every year. Uh, And I've just planted the headlands for the worker, and now I'm going to turn the worker loose while we work on other things, like getting all of our fruit collected from the greenhouses, and also checking to make sure that they are all squared away and ready to go. I also need to water my cows and probably check on a few other things just to make sure what's going on. And I also have some work to do in my orchards. So that's another thing I need to work on. So now that I've babbled for the first 2 minutes, or actually 5 minutes of the stream, let's get to work. So I'm going to turn a worker loose on this. I'll have a little bit of cleanup to do because unfortunately they don't like these fields. So I'll have a little bit of cleanup to do. But we're going to start him and let him go. And I realized I forgot to put fertilizer in this, so I'm going to have to come back and fertilize this field, which is not a big deal. But we're going to let him go at a slow speed because if I put him at fast speed, he ends up in the trees. So we're just going to let him work away at this while we do other stuff. So let's hop back up to the farm and take a look at our animals, make sure they are ready to go. Currently on the farm, we only have chickens. And these guys look like they're doing pretty well. Health is 100% and food is a little bit low. So let me just double check, see where they are currently at on food. This guy, is this the one, 2291? Yeah, this is the field or the chicken pen we're currently working on. So it could use a little bit of protein. It has plenty of grain. So we're going to get a scoop of protein for that. And I stole my weight. Here, I'm gonna have to buy another one. I stole my weight for the sugarcane planter because my tractor was popping wheelies. So we'll buy another weight real quick here. And we're gonna get another 1,100 pound weight. And where are you at? I think it's this one, the Agco that we have. And I'm gonna paint it bright red so I can find it. Otherwise they have a tendency to get lost in the grass around here. And I just put it at the field. Because that's where my purchase point is at. Lovely, Nikara. Come on. Jeepers. Alright, let's see if we can bring it back with a reset. Yep. It's a morning, that's for sure. Okay, so we'll reset it to the shop, which I set at the farm. There it is. Alright, let's get busy working on something here. I'm going to turn this on so I can turn it around so I can pick it up. Otherwise I have to do a circle to get a... Let me out, please. Thank you. I have to do a circle to get a hold of the weight, and I really am not very... Whoops. Really not very excited about that. Come on, back up. There we go. Alright. And I just need to learn how to drive first of all. There we go. Alright, let's get our bucket here. And I'm going to try and get this little pile of beets picked up and put into the protein machine. But we'll do that after we give the protein to the chickens. I'm just going to give one bucket of protein. Whoa, okay. That still knocks us down. Alright, well, we're going to scoot across the ground here then. I thought a 1,100 pound weight was going to be enough. Obviously not. Maybe we'll have to switch that out. Okay. And since this is a top load bucket, I can just do this. And it didn't take it all. Alright, well, let's see. Back to the chickens. Protein, 30%. Okay, that's better than it was, because I was currently at like 3% before. So we're going to do that. And I am storing protein over in this bunker over here. So let's see if we can get up the hill and put this in the... Come on, make it up the hill. Bunker. There we go. Guess I'm going to have to put a heavier weight on the back of my tractor yet. 1,100 pounds isn't enough. Okay. Let's go go ahead and see if we can scoop up these beets I have dropped on the ground here and put them in our protein producer. Get that cleaned up. Then we'll check on the productions to make sure they're still going strong. This one will probably need more stuff soon. Alright, let's take a look at productions here. Where are we? There we go, Feedmaster. Feedmaster could use some more barley, minerals, and water's still okay. So I'm going to put some more barley and minerals in there. And then the sugar beet cutter is still going strong. So we're going to let that go. But as you can see, I don't have anything except for 128,000 grass. And why that is shut off, I'm not sure. Whoops, wrong button. Activate that so it keeps working on the grass. Whoops, wrong one. Holy cow. Get your stuff together, Takara. My goodness. And I don't have much of the grass in there, but I'm going to get the hay going also, which I'm not sure why either one of those are shut off. Oh, I know why. Because I just mowed the grass and dumped it. I didn't do anything with it. That was part of my getting ready for uh, doing precision farming. I mowed the grass, I harvested all the fields, and I put everything into my silo system over here, into this silo. Everything from the harvest went in here. So you will see that I currently have barley, sorghum, wheat, chickpeas, corn, and lentils. The only thing I sold was some of the chickpeas because they were on sale right at that point. Their highest point was. So let's see. We need to get some barley in here and some more protein. Not protein, mineral feed. And we will take care of that real quick. Only thing I don't like about these feed masters is that you have to do it by buckets full of stuff. You can't just bring a trailer over there and dump it. So, because a dump space does not work except for water. Am I too close? Yes, I am. Here, let's try this again. And as you can tell by my voice, I'm a little bit stuffy this morning because literally I got up an hour ago. So, had a rough night last night, but we will get some stuff done on the farm today. Hang on one second here. I got to check something on OBS because it is being crazy. Okay, there we go. All right, it was giving me a weird message. So anyway, let's get the barley and stuff done, and then we'll go start transporting some of our fruit and things up to the production facility. Even though we won't be ready for it for a while, I want to keep it transported when I have a chance. And I need to turn the speed back up. I was using 1 speed when I was doing all the harvesting and setting up the fields and different things like that. So let's fix that. So I'm back on 5 times. And it's right here. There we go, back to 5 times, and I'm going to save the game just for giggles. There we go. Alright. And let's see, where are we at on production? How much more barley do I need to get you going? Feedmaster. Barley is only half. Okay, so I'll bring in a couple more buckets full and get that going. Like I said, I wish they would add a dump point for barley in front of this, or barley and cut sugar beets and things in front of the productions, because everything has to be fed by a bucket. And it's kind of time-consuming to do it that way, but I'm sure they probably chose it for a reason, so we'll just keep going. We'll take care of this, and I think the sugar beet cutter is still full enough I don't have to worry about it, because it produces faster than the Feedmaster can make feed. So I have plenty of sugar beets up and ready to go. one more bucket of barley, and then I'll double check. I think I need to buy a little more mineral feed for it, and we'll be good to go. I'm gonna crash. Okay, load some barley in. I want to take a look at the chickpeas and the lentils too, because as far as I can tell, there isn't... What are you doing, tractor? I hit forward and you went continuously backwards. Okay. As far as I could tell, for the chickpeas and lentils, there isn't any productions. Because that's another thing I did when I was off camera, is I took the time to go on my private game, bought every production on the map, and I wrote down exactly which each one of them takes. As far as for the cows, pigs, productions, everything like that, I went item by item. It took me like 3.5 hours to get all the information put together. But I made myself a spreadsheet that has all that information on it. And if someone's interested in playing this map, I could definitely give you a copy of that spreadsheet, because it helps a lot. Because they do not give you any information on this whatsoever. Let's see if I can do this without moving the trailer. I have a little bit of barley left that is not going to go into the area, or into the feeder system. Let me see if I can just dump this in here. Nope, it's not going to let me. Okay. Well, this bucket's going to have a little bit of barley in it then, until that processes enough. Alright, so let's just go ahead and park this tractor, double check and make sure we've got the feed master going. Yep, it needs a little more minerals. Alright, so let's buy a couple pallets of minerals. Get away from that noisy machine. Minerals. Pallets. Minerals. There we are. Actually, nope, that's not the right mineral feed. It does not want that. It wants this stuff here, this mineral pallet from the La Coronella mod. So let's go ahead and buy... We'll do 5 pallets again. It's reasonably cheap. 2, 3, and 5. Okay, so we got 5 pallets, and I'm just going to use Strongman to move these, or yeah, Strongman to move, because I just don't want to be bothered with getting pallet forks out and all that. It'd be nice if they make these factories just a little bit quieter, because they're really loud when you go near them. Okay, they're good. Oh, it didn't take it off the other pallet, but it took it off this one. Strange. Okay, so leave that one sit there. Move this one over the side. Promotion. And we'll move these other 2 out of here so I don't end up knocking them over and sending them flying. Sorry about the noisy machines, guys. Okay, so why do you keep taking a couple pieces off of each one of these pallets when I come past? It takes a couple. Anyway, let's go ahead and move this one out of the way too. And there took 2 off of that one too. Weird. It's the trigger over here. It's not taking it off of there either. Oh well. Okay, so that should be good enough for the protein master. Sugar beet cutter is still going, and it's storing the cut sugar beets. We have our fermenting going. I don't have much grass in there yet because I'm in the middle of trying to get the grass and things done or started again after doing the that precision farming. Holy cow, my brain doesn't want to think today. Alright, so let's check on our guy that's doing the sugar beets, not sugar beets, sugar cane. And then we'll go down and check on our field, our greenhouses. Holy cow. My words do not want to come today. And is my little trailer up here? Yes, there it is. Get the little trailer because I know I have some product to transfer to the from the greenhouses um, up to the production facility. Oops, and I can't drive. I'm gonna hit the pole. Try that again. There we go. And I bought a couple things while I was doing harvest and items. I bought a Schweetemaker or Shootmaker, I'm not sure how that's said, but it has the extendable arms on it, so I could pick up like 6 rows of straw at a time. Much, much quicker, gives me a lot faster turnaround. I can also use it for grass production. So it works really, really well instead of picking it up row by row by row. And when I was liming, I rented an Amazon um, lime spreader because it was large capacity and it still had the 42-meter width. So that's how I got it done so quickly. It took me like an hour and a half to get everything set up last night. So let's go and check out the greenhouse situation, which I think I'm going to go the wrong way if I go this way. Nope, I'm going the right way. Gotta go up this way. And I have these fields, I believe. This one particularly here is grass. And we'll take a look here because I don't remember which one's on which. Okay, so the one to our left is barley. Actually, these three are barley. I got myself all confused. So yeah, these 3 fields right here are all barley. And I apologize for sounding like I'm totally disjointed and can't speak English, but yeah, for some reason I'm having trouble focusing today. But let's keep going here. And I also need to look at the price of the flour mill. So let me pause for just a second here and open up my cheat sheet spreadsheet so I know where the flour mill is at. Flour mill is on between farmland 45 and 52. So if we go back to the map, between 45 and 52, which will be down here. Oh, there's 46, 44. Okay, so the flour mill is right down here. So that's on the way to our little greenhouse down here. So we'll check on that and see what the price is. And actually, I can check on the price here. Duh. Let's do that. And it is $39,000. So I know I'm going to need the flour mill. So we'll just double check it as we go by it on the way down there. So let's get going here. And we want to go to the greenhouses, which is right here. Okay, there we go. Get down to our greenhouses here. Check on them, make sure they have everything they need to keep going. And then I think I'm going to sell the greenhouse that is producing red lettuce because that's another product I couldn't find anything on to see, what the red lettuce was used for. I couldn't find anything on the map that used it. So, okay, we have a bunch of strawberries to transport. We have a bunch of lettuce. Lettuce is another thing I couldn't figure out anything that it would take it. So we might shut that greenhouse off after it finishes producing what it's doing. And then we have our maters. Let's check our production to see what they are requiring to keep moving. So we are in this greenhouse series right here. Tomatoes looks good, lettuce looks good, and strawberries look good. Okay, so everybody's good to go there. We're gonna go ahead and load up um, a bunch of strawberries, I believe, and bring them up to the factory for... Did I buy that factory on here yet? I did, the production center. I can make strawberry jelly if I get the sugar up and going, which I'm going to use some of my sugar beets to do that. I can use tomato jelly, tomato drink, which I need olive oil and bread for. I don't think I'll be doing any of those, um, oops, any of those um, tomato drinks because I don't want to buy the olive field at this moment. I might do it a little later on. But I'm going to deactivate all of these since they are currently empty. And once I get my sugar mill up and running, which I need to purchase sugar mill, flour mill, and then I need to figure out how to do the olive gardens also, or the olive grove. And I'll need to buy the olive oil factory. So there's a lot of stuff I got to get ready yet before I can start producing all of this. And then I do believe, actually, hang on one second. I think I was reading that wrong. Tomato jelly? No, tomato drink. It needs olive margarine, I think is what I have here. Olive oil, olive margarine. No, it just needs olive oil. So that's what I was going to use the sunflowers for, was butter. Okay. Holy cow. This map is so complex that it is really, really hard to keep track of what you're doing. There, like I said, it's a very, very complex map, so. And I jumped there. I didn't want to jump there. I want to stay in my vehicle. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a load of strawberries picked up. And they're going to go on a little bit of a ride with us as we go down and check the other greenhouses and look at buying the flour mill. And also look at buying the sugar mill, which I need to figure out where that's at on the map again, because I don't remember exactly where all these are on the map. So, yeah, I know I was rolling a little bit. Enough. Alright, and we'll pause here just a little bit and see if it's going to spawn another collection of boxes so I can pick up, so I get a full load. And it doesn't look like it's going to. Nope. Okay, so we're going to go. And we're going to go ahead and take these with us, and we're going to go down and check on the other greenhouse. Because I found the actual melon greenhouse instead of that little patch that we set up. So I might just let that run out and then sell it and then transfer everything over to the melon greenhouse, which I didn't even know existed until I did my run around on the map. So let's see, we are currently there. I need to go south. So I need to look at map, guys, sorry. I'm clear up here right now, and I need to get down here. Okay, so easiest way to do that is going to be cutting through the farm, so I can catch this highway coming out of the farm. Out of the farm there. I can sneak through. Okay, let's go this way. Let me see. There you go. Alright, let's go to first person. It's easier to drive in first person. Too many trees. Okay, well here's... Yep, this vehicle's a little bit light. Okay, so the sugarcane worker is stopped. Let's see why he stopped. Is he out of stuff, maybe? And I'm going to throw my tractor, because I have strongman on. Reset the tractor. Come on, there you go. Oh, you're out of stuff. Okay, so that took 3 pallets. So you're going to need about another 3 pallets of sugarcane. So let's go ahead and... my controller is deciding it's going to be stupid today, so let me fix that. Plug it back in. Sometimes it does that. It loses connection. So let's go ahead and get some more sugarcane here. And we're going to buy 3 pallets. 3 billets, I guess they call it. Or billet planters. I'm not sure why they call it a billet. That's the term. So let's get this loaded. And get that worker going again. And the reason I'm growing sugarcane instead of sugar beets is that this regrows every year. And I don't have to, I just have to look at the fertilization when it's been cut down and make sure everything is going good as far as soil content. So it's a very, very fast way of producing sugar, and it's a lot less expensive than doing sugar beets. But we'll use a good portion of our current sugar beets to get the sugar mill up and running once we find it and buy it. All right. You loaded. And I'm going to have a couple little touch-up spots I see that the worker didn't cover, but that's easy fix. Let's get this drop down, touch up this little patch here, and get him turned around. Going again. And then I am using the Dutzvar Bull. Absolutely love this tractor. One of the best ones I ever picked up. I believe I saw it on one of Clutch's videos, Clutch Simulations videos, and he said it was his favorite tractor. And yeah, it's become to be my favorite tractor too. So let's get back in here and get back on the road to the greenhouses. And I still haven't learned how to navigate this map for the beans, so you guys just have to bear with me. It is not an easy map to navigate. Okay, this is going to hug 22 all the way down. And the trailer loaded up is a little bit heavy for this, so it tends to skid in the back a little bit. So I got to take care to not go too crazy on these curves, because it will crash me into everything in sight. But after my debacle with the actual pickup behind this, or hauling these things on these roads, it was horrible. Let's see, so I need to look at the map again, because I can't tell where to go. I need to go left here and catch this and then go straight down. So I need to go left and then a right. Alright, so I need to go back up just a little bit. Left. And then at the bottom of this, I need to go right. Around this corner. And then I need to go straight across that intersection and go down. Alright, so now we're on the trek down through the area that we do not own and we haven't done much in because it is across the river and on the outlying sections of the town area. Or past the rivers, I'm sorry. And there's very few bridges going across these rivers. So unless I need extra production, I won't be doing anything with it. Okay, so the flour mill is going to be on 45 and 52, so it's coming up. Right. We're going to go ahead and go down here. Need to turn right here to go past the flour mill. And we're probably just going to buy it because it's only 34,000, so it's really actually cheap for this map. So we're going to get that so we can put our barley into it the next time we harvest our oats, I mean. Okay, so this is the flour mill. Let's hop out and take a look at this real quick. It takes almonds, corn, oats, wheat, sorghum, and barley. So any of those could be done to do the flour mill, and it also needs pallets. It's kind of a trend in map making now for everybody to require pallets, and a lot of the maps get overzealous on pallets. This happens to be one of them. Everything needs pallets, and it's fun, but it can get really annoying after a while. That's my personal opinion. So I'm one of those who just likes to keep going, just doing things, not worrying about if I need pallets for every production. But let's go ahead and purchase this so we have it, and then I'll have to get some pallets down to it. Okay, so I want 87 and buy. Yes. So, what is 50? Is field 50 an orchard? No, it's forestry. Okay, so I don't want field 50. Let's see if I can do third person driving through here. There's a lot of trees, so it might not be easy to do. Your view is probably going to be blocked a lot. Let's get down and take care of our little patch here, and I'll show you where the extra greenhouse is that I found. This road curves back around and goes down to the greenhouse area. And this little building here is a facility that I discovered too. It makes the UHT milk, but I'm sure it's because I don't own it, but the UHT milk is basically homogenized milk. And I haven't decided if I'm going to do anything with that, with my milk or not, because my smoothie factory is going to take a lot of milk. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that quite yet. Anyway, here's our little garden that we're at. And let me look at my spreadsheet one more time real quick here, because I need to verify where my melon warehouse or melon greenhouse is at. So where are you? Maybe under the greenhouse section. Haha. South side of farmland 54 on the edge of the map. So south 54, which is where we currently are. So it's going to be right here is the melon greenhouse. So this one I may let run out of production and then go to the actual greenhouse, which is up the hill a little ways here. So the actual greenhouse is going to be across the bridge and up this hill. There's an actual greenhouse that I found tucked in behind the bale stations. So way up on the hill here, which this little guy doesn't like when it's loaded. There's greenhouses up here, and I did not know these existed until I did my runaround. But they grow watermelons and melons. So I think what I'm going to do is let that little garden run out, and then I'm going to get this one ready to go. So I'm not going to put any more productions into that little garden. And then this will help with the smoothie production once I can get it up and running. Until then, I will take the product from the little gardens and get them up to the production facility also. So it's going to be a lot of traveling, unfortunately, because you can't get big trailers into some of these areas. Because he tucks it in such little tiny curvy roads. But anyway, let's go back to our greenhouse and double check what we got going there. And I know I said I'm not going to fill it up, so let's hop out and look and see how production is doing. Okay, so melon orchard, running water, manure, vegetable seeds. Okay, they're getting fairly low. Manure is the only thing that's full, but that's not a big deal. I didn't do any precision farming on it because I don't plan on using it, so that's why I didn't do it. Pardon me while I take a sip of coffee. Yeah, it's going good, and production has, where's my production levels? Building storage, 851 melons. So yeah, it doesn't produce at a very fast rate. But once we get to the point of that running out, we'll go ahead and get the other greenhouses going. And it won't be long now that I bumped the time up again. But we're going to get this up to the facility and show you where that's at, because it's up on the other corner of the map, of course. So back the way we came. And I can't see good enough to drive, so I'm gonna go back in first person. And as you can see, the trailer tends to push me around this way, so I need to maybe get a little bit bigger vehicle sometime, or start using a tractor that goes a decent speed. But I don't know, we'll see. Whoa! Come on, trailer, don't push me around. Don't do that. Alright. Yeah, I might have to start using a tractor that goes 35-40, just to be able to steer a little better. This little monster is good, but after a certain point, it's just the product is just too heavy for it. Okay, do I need fuel? No, I'm good. So let's go ahead and get up to the production facility, which I want to go through a sheep farm right over here. So that's like a shortcut up to my farm. And I'd like to run the dairy sheep too. That's another thing I'd love to get going. But right now I have enough to focus on to try and get the greenhouses and everything working right. This way up through the farm, because the production is on the other corner of the farm. So now that we own the flour mill, I need to take my barley that I'm currently growing, and maybe what is in the silo for the other grains, and get them up there. And then when my sunflowers are ready, I'm going to open up the sunflower oil fill, because I would like to try the potato chip factory at some point, but my main focus is going to be the smoothies. But to do that, I need to run the bakery to get the bread that I need for the tomatoes, which I may not do. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Let's see. I need to go the other way, because it is up here. Come on, turn. Don't hit the tree. There you go. Alright, so the facility packaging for the smoothies is up here. And, yep, let go of me, trailer. There we go. Yep, time to get a little bigger vehicle to haul this thing around with. It's right here. And I own it, so it should open up. And we're going to pull it right here where it accepts all the product. Yeah, a third person so I can see what I'm doing. And it takes it incredibly slow, but it is taking a product. So we are going to do that. And then I wanted to check and see if I own the olive. This guy up here. Do I own that? I do. So what is in tie? We need to check on that too, the olive grove. Because that's what I need to get the olive oil for making something here. I don't remember what I need olive oil for. But there's something I need olive oil. So we'll get rid of these, and then I'm going to look at getting a slightly bigger vehicle to haul this with. More than likely a tractor, so it has the weight to control the trailer when it's fully loaded. Alright, so what the tour of the facility is, we have all of our drop-off points here for all of our sugar, chocolate, bread, and melons, and tomatoes and strawberries. We have our milk and our olive oil containers. This is the output area, so you can see we can grow melon smoothies, chocolate milk, strawberry milkshakes, tomato juice, tomato jelly, and strawberry jelly. I'd like to get them all going, but to do that I have to do the bread and the olive oil and all kinds of stuff. Pallet drop off, and tucked back here we have oil drop off, which is butter production. So I want to do sunflower oil, and I'm going to be doing olive oil, because I don't know if I have enough almonds from my orchard to do almond oil, but we'll check on it as production goes along. Alright, we're empty now, so let's go back up towards the olive grove, which is up on the other corner of the map, which I believe this way can get us through here. And this is my almond orchard. I harvested the almonds off camera because I wanted to get everything to the fully harvested stage so I could start doing precision farming. And I need to get my spreadsheet out of the way so I can see everything else. All right, so it is harvested and I limed it. Now I need to look into also cultivating it and that sort of thing, because it says, I believe it needs to be cultivated. If we look at it, screen, let's go here and this one. So it is right now losing money, but that's because I had to spread a bunch of lime and things on it. So let's take a look at it real quick. It says needs plowing. So I need to figure out what method I use for plowing. If it's just that little grape orchard plow, or if I have to plow up the paths and everything, I don't know. So that's something I'm going to have to figure out also. But, and I know you're not supposed to do plowing and cultivating during precision farming, but I want to do at least one stage of plowing so it stirs up the dirt and gets it going again. I need to go this way. Check it. We get to check on our processor also here. Horse facility over here. And this facility, I'm not sure what it is, but we'll look at it as we go by. I could do a tour of this. Oh, this is sugarcane processing, so this is something we'll have to buy too. It never stops. I'm going to own almost all the map by the time I'm done, I think, except for a few fields. But the sugar facility can do sugar beets, sugarcane, and cut beets. So this is something I need to buy also. So let's take a look at price on that. Holy cow, this is going to get expensive. And we're going to look. Oh, this is part of that expensive section, which is, I can't read it right now. It's 5,312,000. Please tell me the sugarcane or sugar production isn't part of that. Gimme. Okay, so sugar facility is just this little chunk. So let's see, is this chunk? Ooh, ouch. What did he do? Okay, so the drop-off point is part of it. Sugar facility. Well, this is gonna suck if the sugar facility is $5 million. Yeah. Because I'm standing right on the sugar facility, so let's check the map one more time. I'm right here, and if I do the sale, that it brings this whole section that I'm sitting on as the $5 million purchase price. So let me look at my spreadsheet and see which is going on here. Sugar mill, southeast corner of farmland 47. So maybe I'm in the wrong spot. Okay, so this is one facility, and there's one on 47. 47 is right here. So supposedly there's another sugar factory down here. That's farmland. So down here somewhere there's another sugar factory. Wait, that's 57. 47. 47. Oh, over here. So this must be the sugar factory. Whew, that's a relief because I don't have $5 million to buy a big production facility. So this one must be what it is. Anyway, sorry I got sidetracked again. But that's something I'm going to have to get up and going to, is the whole selection there. Let's go down in the greenhouses and get another load while we're here. And then we'll go down and check out the olive grove that we were on the way to check out. Yeah, you couldn't get big vehicles in here, like a big semi-trailer. There's just too many twists and turns. You'd be really getting hung up on stuff if you were doing that. So strawberries have not kicked out anymore. And I'm going to go for tomatoes on this next run, because the lettuce is something I'm just going to have to sell. Again, it's one of those products that I didn't find any production that would take it. So we're just going to load up on. And once that greenhouse is empty, I'm probably not going to refill it. So, because I have my hands full just doing this little bit of stuff. Let's see if I can get these two. There we go. Are we going to dump any more? We are going to dump more. We can turn around so it's easier to see what I'm doing. I'm not dumping my tomatoes. I want to take them with me. Thank you. Oh, crash into lettuce over here. Okay. And get this loaded up. That's right, I was going to buy a bigger vehicle to hold this, wasn't I? Yep. Really planned well. Come on, load that last pallet, please. I got that one. Let's see if we can get that last pallet down here in the corner. Get out of the pickup area. I don't want to sell my tomatoes. Thank you. There we go. Finally got the last pallet. Okay, so we're going to take these up to the production facility on the way after we check out the olive grove, because that's something I got to look at and see if I need to buy that special olive growing machine or olive harvesting machine and things for it. Because we own it, I just need to know what to do with it now. Get up out of here. And run over a stop sign, another 50 bucks fine for knocking down signs. If I was doing that, I'd be broke. I hit out more signs on this map than I've ever seen. So, let's see. Olive Grove is up over the corner here somewhere. We just made a gigantic loop. So here's our sugarcane field, and he stopped again. Let's check on him, see why he stopped. Did you run into a tree? No, you think you're done. Okay. Makes sense, I guess, because it's a weird point on the field. So let's go ahead and touch this little spot up while we're here. Okay, lift it up, and looks like they did a pretty good job on this end of the field, so we just need to get turned around here. We're down, and we're just going to get him started again. He's probably not going to go more than 1 or 2 stripes because of the weird point on the field, but we're going to try it. See if we can keep it going. And up over the fence. There we go. And back to what we were doing. First person view so I can see where I'm driving. And we're going to go to the olive, which is... I need to look at the map real close and see, because I think it's up behind where my worker is at. That's where the olive grove is, I think. To get up this hill, I'll take a quick look at the map and verify where my olive grove is. Oh, it's right here, right next to me. So up around this curve is the olive grove. Which is something I did not know that I owned until now. And it is this way. Okay, so my olive grove is right here. And it looks like I'm going to need the olive harvester, the big one that came with FS22. And I'm going to need to cultivate this and get it all ready to go. So it says, oh, they're ready to harvest, and it needs plowing. Our pH value and our nitrogen are good. Okay, so I need to get a harvester, or at least a harvester. Actually, I might as well just buy it if I can afford it, because I'm going to need it. And then I need to get a cultivator, because this desperately needs to be cultivated. Get rid of all those weeds and things around the trees. Okay, so add another thing to my list of things to do. Okay, so let's get this back to the production facility, then we'll look into olive harvesting, which could be interesting. Come on, get back off of there. There we go. So I'm going to go back this way, across the top of the map to the greenhouses. And I need a little bigger vehicle. Even though I love this beast, I think it's time to get a little bit bigger vehicle to control this trailer because it likes to slop from side to side once in a while. And it would help considerably if I could drive, but... Oh! There we go. And... yeah, looks like our sugarcane guy is still going strong. Whoops, I hit that bridge because it's a narrow bridge on the edge. And back into first person view so I can really get going. Okay, so I apologize again for being such a disjointed mess today on this product, but I've been overloaded with trying to figure out what I need to do on this map, which is why I took the time and made the spreadsheet. And if anybody would like a copy of the spreadsheet, just hit me up on my channel and just tell me that you want a copy and I'll get it to you somehow, some way. Because it is a lifesaver on this map. And I'm glad I took the time to do it because now I can actually tell where things are without driving around randomly to find them. And, okay, alongside of our olive grove. Whoop! See, there I need a bigger trailer because I couldn't turn. I need a bigger vehicle so I can control that trailer behind me. Will you turn? Thank you. Alright. Yep, time for a bigger vehicle. Grr, come on. Quit skating all over. Doing so good. There we go. Back at the facility, so we'll drop this load of tomatoes off. And then we're going to look at buying a bigger vehicle. I don't want to sell the monster, though, because I use it for a lot of things. Or maybe we'll just use the Massey Ferguson that I have sitting at the area. Sell those maters. And I even have extra weight in the back of this and it's still getting slopped around. Crazy. Okay. Almost done unloading. And these last pallets off the back. And I don't think I have any spare tractors to use at the moment because I've got just a little teeny tiny tractor. This one here sits at the farm because it's little, and this one is at the cow barn, and this one is somewhere. I don't remember where those two are at. We'll have to check. But the Massey Ferguson tractor I have is really tiny, so it's good for like grove work, but that's about all. Come on, there we go. Let's go back to the farm, drop off our trailer because we don't need it right now, and then figure out what we're going to do for this olive harvest. The steering on my controller is very sensitive, so I tend to jerk around all over the place here. Back up the hill, and this is going to need to be fertilized in a day or so, so that's why it's still showing all the lime, but it desperately needed the lime fixed on it also. So, get this upstairs here, and done. And I'm really super stuffy today. Let's park this back and just stop jumping over. Please, please, please. Grrr. Sensitivity on my controller is really strong, and I have it set as low as it will go in the game. So, alright, so we're just going to park this whole mess right here. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to park trailer because I might need the oil that's in the back of this for the... Wait. No, I'm using olive harvester, so I don't need that. If I'm using my pistachio or almond harvester, I need the barrel of oil that's in the back of that. So we're just going to leave that. And, holy crap, take a look and see how expensive olive harvesters are. Olive harvester, 200,000. So I will be renting it for this time. So what did he do that made it a la Coronella mod? What did he do? Sorry, my controller started vibrating. There we go. That's where I wanted to be. So he holds 4,444, and the actual electric one holds 4,000. He had to modify them, I'm sure, to hold the special stuff, but This, that, I don't know what that symbol is. Something to do with the map, I'm sure. So I'll use this one, and I'm going to rent it because I can't afford to buy it at this point because it would take almost all my money and I have other productions to buy. Is that spare parts palette? Why do I need a spare parts palette for the olive picker? That makes no sense whatsoever. Whatever. I'm going to go ahead and just rent this because I need it and I need to get my harvest done on my field. Wait. Where's my 5-point set? Let's go back up to the area first up there with a trailer. Let's see, which tractor do I want? I want to use my bull, I think, on that, because I'm going to bring my big trailer up there. But this is the itty-bitty little Massey Ferguson I have, and this will be good at the groves to do the fertilizing and things for, but it's basically hopeless otherwise because it's just so tiny. Where's my bull? Oh, my bull's being used by the other one. So, this is being used by the sugarcane planter, so we're going to use this tractor. And we're going to drop this off. Oops. Drop the forks off because I don't need those. We're going to switch the weight to the front, so I know I have enough weight to control that trailer behind me. And then after a while, when the sugarcane planter is done, I'll probably end up putting the bull on this trailer. But for right now, I'm just going to put this. We're going to take this up there, and then I'm going to change the delivery point up to there, so I don't have to drive the harvester all that direction. Yeah, off we go. Easiest way to get there is going to be go south out of my farm, which is down past the grass field at the bottom here. No, because I'm going the wrong way. Jeepers creepers. I have to go over here, so I want to go north out of my farm. So we'll go. Let's see, on the right-hand side is that. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. Holy cow, this map, it just messes with my GPS so bad. And I do not trust the workers in this game to go where I need them to go with the equipment. Every time I've tried them on different maps, they end up getting caught on something, or they take the corner too sharp or something. So, okay, can't see, so let's do this. Go up to field, to the grove, which I'm right here. I gotta go up to the grove, so I'm gonna cut through these and then go up that way. So I need to go right on this one. Get up here, get our harvester purchased and have them deliver it, and then we're gonna go ahead and get that olives harvested. Then I need to figure out what I need to get them up and running fully, you know, as far as the data, which I don't believe I could buy the data, otherwise I'm sure I would have. I'll have to look into that. But we'll get this done, get our harvest done, so at least we'll have our first section. And is this our sugarcane field? It is. Let's check on our sugarcane dude real quick. Yep, almost done here, so we just have a little dab to clean up. We'll just take care of that real quick, so I can finally call this field done. And then we'll go to our olives. Turn it on, drop it down. This last, whoops, then I can't drive either. This little chunk done. And then I'll Have to fertilize this, but that's all right. Not too worried about that. All right, and 0, so I can get this done and get on to something else. And get back down here. And this is going to be more than enough sugar cane to get things going and keep it running. I just have to keep it in top peak peak condition and ground wise to keep it producing as much as I can. And get that going. And last night I also upgraded our planter to the Kinsey multifruit, so I don't have to have more than one planter to plant all the crops, which is really, really nice. Although I think I bought too big a one, so I have a little bit of trouble getting through some of the areas. So I may end up trading that off to a lot cheaper area. All right, so we're gonna have some sugarcane seed left that I'm just gonna leave here on the corner of the field, because I don't have any use for it at the moment, but I want to return this. Cool, drop it in the middle of the road. Get rid of that because I had just leased this. And we'll return it. Oops. And then we're just going to leave the bowl sit here for the moment. These out of the road so I can... No, not chainsaw. There we go. Get this out of the road. Stop sign. Fine, be difficult. There. Another stop sign gone. I would be so broke if I find myself for every sign I've taken down on this map. That's crazy. Alright, where'd our little tractor go? Right here. Alright, and you're gonna let me in, but I can't see anything if I go into third person, so we're gonna go first. Get this up to the area. Oof. Trailer must be heavy because this poor thing is really struggling. Alright, pull it off to the side and we'll see if it stays there when I unhook, and I'll switch to the bowl so I can get up this hill easier. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm going to switch to the bowl. Kind of sucks that I have to switch to the bowl, but it's just too big of a trailer for this tractor. See if I can back on here without crashing 10 times. Doing halfway decent driving backwards. Crazy. Alright, so we're gonna park it right here. And then we're gonna switch over to the bowl. And turn off strongman so it doesn't give me any issues, like tossing my tractor. And get up to the field here. And yes, I know I'm going on the wrong side of the road, but I don't. Get up the hill with this trailer and hit the trailer while I'm at it. Cool. Hey, let go of my trailer. Thank you. Wow, I'm such a good driver. And see if I can hit the fence while I'm at it. And of course, my dolly's backwards now. Cool. Yep. Okay, so now I gotta grab the dolly neck if I can get a hold of it. Where is the dolly neck? Oh my goodness. Where's the dolly neck? Slowly pull you backwards so the wheels straighten out. Come on. There you go, so I can see the neck of you. And then we'll pull it straight. And yes, I know a regular human couldn't do this, but yeah. Couldn't see the neck to hook up to. And get the bull. I'm probably the most inept farmer in this game. That's okay. I'm just here to have fun. I'm not here to be a serious farmer. There we go, 700 horsepower. That'll get us up the hill. The little Massey almost made it up the hill. Didn't quite, though. It was within spitting distance of its destination, and it just couldn't quite do it. Alright, get this up on the grove, and we're gonna... Oh, where do I park this, though? We'll just park it here, I guess, because this is such a tight area. That's okay. Just park that there for that area. And we're going to go back here on the road, and I'm going to put the harvester right in this field. And spawn it. Or get it delivered. And Olive Technology will use the one that they want us to use. I don't know what that symbol is. I think it was parts. Maybe it's repairing with parts? I don't know. Alright, so everything is standard. What's the options for tires? Michelin's. Don't really care what tires they have on it because I'm just going to lease it, so. Lease. 10,000? Oh, wow. That's expensive. Okay. Well, I need you because I gotta harvest my olives. This is getting expensive, guys. Let's see how hopeless I am at doing olive harvest. I've only used this machine once before on a grape harvest, so it can't be that different, I would think. Alright, so I'm lined up roughly because you gotta get it on the teeth. Kind of sort of lined up. Get it on those teeth and then fold it. And turn it on. Okay, let's go. Let's see what we can do here. Let's try first person, see if I'm any good at it. Okay, I'm harvesting. Yay. Watch me hit the tree. Nope, missed it. Haha. Alright. Yeah, this is definitely not going to be an easy task, I don't think. Number one, it's really slow process. And I'm not going to go super speed because I did that on one of my other maps when I was doing grapes. Super speed and harvesting rows does not work well. I ended up getting all over the place, tangled and up on top of the branches and everything else. So I don't think I'll do that again. And you can't use a worker on it that I know of on this. Let's see if we can hire a worker maybe, just for giggles. Stop. Nope, it doesn't like it. Because it just says nope. So, we are going to be harvesting olives for a while, I guess. Because it's the only thing left I have to harvest before I can get full production started on precision farming. Let's get this turned around and get the next row done. Well, this is going to be a pain to try and get turned around here. The end of every row would have to be like a 30-point turn because it does not turn sharp. There we go. Oops, missed. I'm going to be over here further. Okay, so let's just see if we can do this in third person so you guys can see what's going on a little bit. This harvest done, and then I need to get some cultivating done in here. This grass is hideous inside this grove. And then I might have to lime it, I'm not sure. Get all of this going here. And yeah, it's kind of a difficult map to run. So if you're looking for a challenge, this is definitely a map for you. Got about 45 minutes left if I go for a 2-hour stream, so I do have other things I need to do today, unfortunately, again, so. But there's no stream tonight with my friend Anna Meyer, so I might stream again during that time. Let's see. Okay, I This thing is definitely not the most easy thing to steer. Come on, turn sharper. There you go. And lined up. Okay, so we're gonna get the olives harvested, and then we're gonna get our field of sugarcane fertilized, so that's ready to go, and then we'll check on the other fields also. I want to sleep tonight to get it to the next day so I can see what needs to be fertilized. And then we'll go from there. And if I get really feel like cheating, I'll do the grow now, because I have grow now installed. Am I full? Arc, I'm full. How do I get out of here? Oh, this is going to be fun. The entire way to get to my wagon. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll have to empty at the end of every 2 rows out so I can avoid having to back up like this. Anyway, wait, I don't know if this trailer's gonna work here. Let's see, because if I remember right, this harvester dumps out the back. I might have to rent or buy a trailer for that. Yeah, I think this is gonna be way too tall. I'm gonna do it back up, lined up with this. Are we? Oh, it's set. Overload. Are you gonna go in the truck or are you gonna go on the ground though? Oh, it's going in the truck, okay. So that will work. Good. Okay, so off 2 rows, we got a good chunk. So we're gonna have a decent harvest off of this. Now, the trick is to get back where I need to be. I gotta let the wheels turn on this thing before I try to turn it, otherwise it doesn't turn very sharp. Come on, get back on your line. Yep, I can't drive. Let's try that again. Back here, turn real sharp, get my wheels kinda lined up, and then really sharp turn again. There we go. Maneuvering. Grape harvester, or olive harvester maneuvering is not easy in such tight quarters. Where did I leave off at? Here somewhere. I'm just going to start it, go along, and when I hit the spot, I hit the spot. And it looks like we're going to have to sleep here because it's going to get dark really quick with 5 times turned on. Yeah, must be something I need for this machine when I'm running. I don't get it. Spare parts? Why would I need spare parts while I'm harvesting? Because if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, it says I need that pallet of spare parts. Okay. I think when I buy one of these, I'm going to buy one of the originals, so I don't need to run the spare parts. That's just an added expense I really don't want. Let's see, that was row 3, so let's go row 4. Tree, get out of the way so I can see. There we go. Am I on? Am I on the row? Kinda, sorta. Get on there. Grrr, I'm not lined up. Grrr, 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 grrr. Alright, tree, you're really annoying. Get out of the way so I can see. There's row 3. Let's go row 4. Okay, first person it is. I gotta get in first person. I can't stand trying to see third person with that tree in the way. There, now we're back on track. Not quite on track because I'm stuttering, but we're getting there. Alright, so that's about 1.5 rows, so I should be able to go the next row all the way, but I think I'll dump while I'm up at the trailer, even though I'm only a quarter of the way full. It's just going to make it easier instead I'm not in the middle of the aisle and have to back all the way out again. might end up um, moving my trailer onto that next field over, so I have a little maneuverability up here. Because as you see, this thing does not turn very tight, so my trailer's going to be in the way. Alright, so let's go ahead and empty while I'm here. Oh, kitten finds. Okay, come on, get over this way. There you go. Now back up to the trailer. No, wrong way. Back up to the trailer. There you go, Nakara. You can do it. Alright. Get you backed up. And it should tell me when I get close enough to have a trigger. Oh, missed the trigger. There it is. Put these into that trailer, and then I think I'm going to move my big stock trailer out of here and move it over to that guy's field temporarily, just to get it so I can maneuver easier. Actually, that might be my field. Hey, look. I think that's my field next door. It is field 22. Okay, so I can park on my own land. Haha. Alright, let's get this out of the way temporarily. Shut it off. Get this out of the way. Actually, I can set my big thing right over here. Yeah, let's move this up over here and get that trailer out of the way so I can see what I'm doing with the... Oh, this is gonna stink. I'm gonna back up with a dolly. Oof, this is not gonna be good. Alright, let's see if I can back up with this dolly. I hate dollies to back up with, but... Time... Oh, no time like the present for a challenge. Come on, let's go. Let me here. Backing up these kind of trailers is not easy. Oh, almost. Oh yeah, Ben did it. Haha. Alright, let's get back over here. And then I'm going to run back to the farm and sleep so I can see what I'm doing. Try not to do this at night. Alright, so we're going to do that. Hop back to the farm. Greenhouses. Not the bull. There we go. Back to the farm. And we're going to sleep for a night. So I can actually see what I'm doing up there. And we'll wake up at 7. Have a drink of coffee. And I got $4,666 from my solar panels. And check on everything here at the farm real quick before we head back up to the olives. You're looking good. You're looking good. And you're looking fine. Alright, so all the animals are happy. We're going to jet back up to the harvester and get going again. Once I learn this map, I might run it again and use seasons, so it's a little more of a challenge yet, but right now this map is just kicking my butt. Trying to figure it all out. And you can see a very subtle difference in the color of the trees. The ones I've harvested and ones I haven't. Very, very subtle difference in color. Not like the almonds where they turn from bright green to dull green. Or dull green to bright green. Harvest them. There I should be lined up to go. Okay. Going down and getting all this done. This is going to take a while, guys, because you can see it's a fairly big olive grove. So, unfortunately, since it has to be done, I'm going to be tied up doing that for a little bit. And I can't hire a worker. Nor can I drive with beans when I do super speed on this. So, I'm going to be stuck. But I may take a break in a little bit and do that fertilizing on the sugarcane field, since I forgot to put the fertilizer in that planter. So it has a good chance to start growing. any better at driving. From what I've seen here, no, but we can try. Just gonna get out of angle here. There we go. And let's see what it does with Alt-0. Just for giggles. See how good I am at driving on a very narrow path. Turns out I'm not completely horrible at it, but I'm still not very good. That'll help speed things up just a little bit, though. Alright, I'm 74%, so I'm going to sneak over an empty. Oh, can't drive. I can drive up a really narrow pathway with harvesting, but I can't drive this thing outside. Alright, shut off the belts. Lined up with a trailer. Oops, very narrow dumping area here. There we go. And I believe I have a storage facility specially for olives on the farm, so I can store them separate from the other products. And once I get more money coming in and things, I can actually take this little empty spot where I have my tractor parked and make that a storage facility for this harvester. Let's see, I'm right here's where I need to be. Harvester, right here. And I can make a nice little spot where I can store my harvester and the trailer and things. Because when I get this further along, I'm going to be doing a bunch of trailers and things instead of just using one that I drag everywhere. But I don't want to get too crazy because I'm still trying to get all the productions up and running. So once I get that going, I'm going to be freewheeling with extra trailers and things. So and I don't believe I have a loan on this map. If I do, don't believe I do. Oh, I have 300,000 from some reason. I don't remember what it was, but I'll clear that out, and then in little bits I'll clear it out, like 10,000 or 12,000, 15,000 at a time. I'll clear it out. Because I don't want to bankrupt myself and then have to have more equipment. But I do have a bunch of chickpeas and a bunch of lentils to sell too that'll help. Which I should check and see what the top month is to sell those. I think it's January. Look. Use my mouse so I don't have to flicker the screen so bad. Chickpeas. Okay, chickpeas. Check fluctuations. So, ooh, high time is November. I need to get those sold. How about lentils? November. Okay, so we're on November 3rd, and I think I have it set to 3-day months. So, 3-day months? Yes, I do. Okay, so, I'm temporarily going to put this on hold and get my lentils and my chickpeas sold while I'm still in today, so I get best price. And I feel a sneeze brewing. It's not good. Alright. Okay. Hope I caught that in time, guys. I tried to get it muted. Start the engine. And turn around here. It's one reason I like using a dolly on this trailer, because I can maneuver very quickly with it. And we'll take this back to the farm and then load up a load of chickpeas and lentils and things like that and get some of those sold to get some more money. And then I can turn in our not turn in, pay off a little bit of my loan. And get that gradually paid down so I'm free and clear. Then if I need to, I can always borrow money to get a little bit more equipment. But I'm going to try and run without any loan once I get this paid off. Put a 20 grand a pop to rent the harvester, because it's like 200-some-thousand. That's what, 20 grand a pop. We're looking at 5 rentals that I'd have it paid for. Something like that. No, that's 10 rentals I'd have it paid for. Alright, wait a minute. Where's my olive storage? I don't remember. Olive storage is one of these storage facilities here, I think. Pistachios, almonds. So olives would be... Wait a minute, do I have 2 almond warehouses? I do. Alright, so grain silo. Okay, so looks like I need to replace one of my almond storages with olives. So I have 2 of them. I know I don't have anything in this one for almonds, I don't believe. Let me just check that. Because this is an almond storage. That's got some in it, so I'm going to hope this one down here doesn't have any in it. Okay, that says 13,122. So did I put some in each one? Like a ding dong, I probably am. 13,122. Yep, I did. I put some in each. So I'm going to empty them out of one of these so I can switch it over to an olive container. But this isn't going to work because I have olives. And I don't think my granary takes olives. This is going to pose an issue. Let's see if I can make this turn. It's really a cock-up turn with that cement barrier there. And no, it's not going to let me dump olives. Okay, so I have 11,000 units that I need to transfer. I guess what I will do is rent a trailer. I don't have a choice. I need to get those olives moved, or those almonds moved. I don't have any other trailers. Trucks. Okay, well. Let's see what we can get for cheap. Anything in sale? Nope. Everything I don't need is in the sale. Cool. Back up to trailers. I just need something little that I can maneuver around the yard if I need to. That's 12. 36,000. 8 for 11,000. Is there something cheaper? Holy buckets, that's expensive. 8,000 up to 12 meters. And it takes everything. I think that's what I'm gonna get, because it takes everything. Yep. We're gonna go 12,000 capacity. We're just gonna buy this one because it's gonna be handy coming in to use. Alright, so we're just gonna buy that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Nope, not yet. I'm going to put this here so I don't have to go back clear to the grapes. Olives to get it. And this one is what we want. Let's see, 12,000. Alrighty. The bowl. And zoom out a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. And empty the olives out of this one or the other one downstairs. I think I'll get the English going again. I'll empty this one so I can replace it with an olive storage. I'll just need to move my little trailer out of the way. And this is kind of a goofy area to get in with a trailer. It's not going to be fun with this rock sitting here and everything else. It's going to be interesting. Climb over the rock and get the trailer crooked. Okay, cool. Yeah, this could be interesting. car. I can't back articulated tractors or trucks and trailers, so let's see what I can do. I have the worst time with these trailers. Am I anywhere near? Aha, I am. Good, good, good. Dumping on the ground, but you're filling my trailer, but whatever. Get that emptied, and then I'll have to sell that one and put an olive storage in, because I don't have the oil factory yet. And for olives, I need a special factory. It's not the one that everything else does. So I'll take these down here and drop them here. And then I should be able to sell that other storage and put down another almond storage. I mean, olive storage. Holy cow. Almond, olive, yeah, whichever. Right, D, let's take you back up top. Alright, back to first person. I'm tired of fighting with trees. Let's go. Watch me go flying up the hill. I'm going too fast like a speed demon I like to be. And I'm just going to park this over here somewhere for the time being. I'm not going to worry about parking it properly because it's one that I don't like to back up. So we're just going to drop it right there. And back over to our other section. Move my trailer out of the way because I'm sure it's going to tell me you're blocked by a current object. And move my little Massey Ferguson out of the way. Let's see, this is a goofy angle. Connect. Yep. Alright, get you out of the way. Just put you in the middle of the yard for the moment. Right about there. And get my Massey out of the way. Yeah, this Massey's just a little guy. He's about my size. So that'll be perfect for orchard work. This came with the map, if I remember right, where I got it on sale. I honestly don't remember. Alright, we're going to put it in the shed back here. Oops. Back to the shed out of the way. And now to landscaping and construction. And I know I'm all over the place today, but yeah, I keep running into little issues. So we're going to sell it for $14,249. So that's that, and I need a silo. And where's my olive silo? Olives. Put that back in here. Can't see what I'm doing. I want to make sure I sit it back in the trees, but I want to tilt it at just enough of an angle I can get to that pipe easier. Can't move my path. Second, can I go this way with it a little? Make it hard to get the tractor and things through there, but that should be good right about there. Oops, right about there. That'll give you a little more space to get to that pipe. And I can always shave corner off that, because that's a grass field right next to me, so that should work. We're going to do that. So it's a little further back this way from where it was previously. So let's get olives done so I can get my crops sold on November. And get this stuff done. I'm not a big fan of this granary system he has here. It makes it hard to get a bigger trailer in there to load crops because of the stand that covers it. Okay, so Let's go. Oh, let's get them emptied. Trees. Okay, so we dumped those. Now we gotta get maneuvered into that overhanging. Oh, no, wrong way. Into the little alleyway with my trailer to pick up barley, or not barley, lentils and chickpeas. Which, yeah, I guess I can get in and out of here. Let's see. If I could drive and not hit everything in sight, that'd be great. Yep, I should be competing with Clutch for the best driver in Farm Sim. Alright, let's see. Fill, and I want to do lentils. We get rid of those, because I don't know if there's any productions that I've ever seen on this map that will use lentils. And it's the best time to sell them right now. And where am I going to be taking them? I'm going to be taking my lentils to the grain station. Okay, grain station is up north of my farm, so it's easy to get to. It looks like both of those prices are going up, so I'm going to go to the grain station. Right, so I am full. Let's see if I can maneuver back out of here. Oops, yep, I'm jackknifed, but that's okay. You'll all forgive me, right? Alright, and I need to go up. Let's see, to go which way out of here? I need to go back around and out the other empty exit of my facility here. And I cheat, I go up into this yard to get my trailers out of there because it's such a tight turn. And to go in here, through, and out the back exit of my farm. Down this way. To go north out of the farm. Down here, and hit the bridge right. Station is right over there, the big maroon colored building. Hopefully they're open. This map has open and close times on all the facilities, and it's I didn't know it, to be honest. But we'll make it do. Yep, they're still closed. Right? So let's fast forward a little bit of time to get to 9 a.m. I think it opens. Tracked, and too far. There we go. We're just going to go 60 times speed until it hits 9 a.m. And that's going to take too long. I'm not going to be patient enough to do that. So let's go 240. There it opens. Okay, let's bring this back down to 5. This in and sell it for a chunk of money. Okay, so lentils are gonna net us a little chunk. So 40,262. That works. And then we're gonna sell our lentils also. Let's take it back up to the floor. Load up. Then I'm going to pay off a little bit of the loan. Not a lot, but enough to, gradually chip away at it. And we're going to go this way back. This is my olive grove again. Or not olive, almonds grove. That also needs plowing, which I think I can use the little cultivator in it. I'm not sure. That's something I have to figure out yet. And I know cultivating and plowing is frowned upon in precision farming. And so is the use of chemical fertilizers. But my cows haven't produced enough slurry and poop yet to put natural fertilizers. Let's see, chickpeas, 80,000. So it's going to be a trailer and a half, so that'll get us some good prices. These chickpeas are currently selling for, let's see, chickpeas are selling for 1,282 at the grain elevator. Grain elevator I don't want to go to, so 1,300 at the grain station, but it's falling. Still better than the other prices. So we're going back to the grain station with our load. I think this trailer holds 59, so I'll have about 25 to 30 left over that I need to get the second round done. Okay, come on. 59.4 it holds, okay. So we'll go back very carefully out of here. So I want to go back the way I came, which I can go down that pathway again and cut past the almond grove. Yeah, I got it right. I said almond. Oh. And then we'll get back to our grape harvest. Make sure I get these sold today so I don't lose the money, because the price drops drastically in December. And, okay, I'll go first person. I don't like third person on this map. It's really hard to maneuver. Okay, now I need to go back this way. Get off the side. There we go. Actually, I think for like 3 or 4 days into the game, we're doing pretty good. Because I've had it set on low time passage, because I've been trying to figure out everything and get it set up, so now I'm going to try and leave it on 5 times speed, so it's actual speed. Or standard speed for the game. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Tight turn. I made it. You know, I didn't crash. Alright. Get these bad boys sold. And get zoomed out so I can see. And sell chickpeas. Let's see how much money it gets us. So we got 40 off the lentils, and we're going to get hopefully twice as much off the chickpeas. Ooh, 77,000 off chickpeas. Nice, that's just a solid trailer load of chickpeas. So let's go ahead and get the other partial trailer load and get that sold also, and then we're going to send about 50,000 of that to the bank to pay off a good chunk of my loan, and then we'll go back to the grape harvest. That way I still have the ability to borrow later on if I need it, without having a $2 or $3 million loan. Because I still have a boatload of equipment that I need really for this map. First person. I just like first person view in this tractor, I don't know why. Maybe because it has so many different windows in it. And yep, I'm speeding. This corner at a rush. Zoom! Okay. Get our last little bit of chickpeas and then back to our olive harvest. Whoa, that's a rough corner. Get back to our olive harvest. Slow down coming in here so I don't hit that tree again. I hit it every time I come in that driveway almost. And pull it. Get just enough of my trailer in there that it'll hit the spout. There we go. Last of the chickpeas are going in. at if 59 gets a 77, we're gonna get about, guessing about 40,000 off this trailer, give or take. And I'm gonna have to back out of here because I'm not gonna make that turn. That's why I'm not crazy about this silo system, because it's a tough turn to get in and out of here. Maybe at some point I'll upgrade. Let's see. Can I make the turn without going off the edge? Yep, I can. Oh, phew. My goodness. Back to first person, and we're going to go off to the grain station one more time, and then we're going back to Olives after I pay the bank. I think that 300,000 is what's left from buying the bull, if I remember right. That was 280 something by itself. And we're gonna go down here and this way. I use this shortcut all the time now instead of that really twisty main entrance into the farm. Even though the main entrance is a lot easier to get in and out of sometimes. But, oh, too sharp that time. Yep. I did. This way and zoom out. There we go. Got it. So we're making pretty good progress this time. We got some fruit up to the processing plant. We got sugarcane planted. We have olive harvest underway, and we have sold 2 crops and netted about, let's see, 40, 77, that's 110, and about another 40 off this, about $160,000 off of crops. So that's pretty good. Been pretty darn good. And then I will get the next portion will be trying to see what needs to be fertilized. Whoops, stop trailer. There we go. The chickpeas sold. See how much it nets us here. 27,000. That was close. I said 40, so we're not too far off. Got a little bit of environmental score, so that works good. And we're going to go up to our olive field, which is this way. I know a few of the paths, not very many yet, but I'm getting better at navigating this map. Just that it's such a twisty, turning road that it's really hard to figure out where you're going sometimes. So here comes our sugarcane field, right here, which I need to fertilize as soon as I get a chance to. And up around the corner is our olive grove. Pull our trailer in. And get set up so I can get out of here easier next time without almost have to jackknife. There we go. Let's pay the bank back about 50,000. Wrong spot. There we go. 50,000. So repay. 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, so 50,000 is gone. We're getting there. Slow but sure. We'll get there. All right, back to olive harvest. Now I feel better. All my crops are sold at the highest profitability they can for now. And then it's going to take a little bit to get the smoothies up and running, but we'll be doing fine. Get our grapes done. I keep saying grapes, olives done. But am I stuck? What's going on? Why am I not moving? Come on. There you go. We're being stubborn. And I'm at 100%. Goody goody. Okay, let's back out of here so I can run up and empty. Do a little third person or first person in this machine. It's kind of cool. My controller's kind of hiccuping a little bit. And where am I going? That doesn't look right. Nope, wrong way. I want to go alongside my... through here. If this... Will you please steer where I want you to go? My controller's being not happy again. And I apologize for the sniffles, but my allergies are not giving up today. Get up here. D. Side of the trailer instead of the back? Let me. Very, oops, very small trigger. Oh, where's the trigger? There it is. Okay. This thing's dumped in. And eventually I'll get the actual trailers to go with this harvester and things so it looks more authentic. But right now, I want to conserve what money I have. If I can, right there it is. Okay, so it's right here. It's my color change. You can see a very slight difference in color. Like when you're looking straight down at them, you see a darker color in the one that's in front of my cab. And I'm at a goofy angle. That's straightened out. And of course I hit the fence that's everywhere in this game. Yep. Done. Like that close view. Get this under me. And I'm actually having a lot of fun, so I might go for a 3-hour stream this time, if you guys don't mind. And I think I forgot to turn chat back on after I did the Harry Potter Hogwarts video, so I'm sorry if there's no chat available for you guys. I forgot to turn it back on, I believe. Or if I get a better harvest if I do those pieces and parts. Maybe I'll get one pallet and see what it does. Just, oh, no, don't tip over. Come on, get over here. Not full, but I'm full enough that I'm not going to make it down and back up again, so just dump. These triggers are so tiny on these sometimes. Alright, this dumped. I don't know how much we have in trailer already. We got 4,700. Why is it not showing? Oh, it's already done emptying. Lordy. Okay. We'll buy one of those pallets of parts, because I don't know if that's something we absolutely need to do this. Since I'm using their pallets, I need to go here, and some of these mystery things, I just don't know why they need them. Hydraulic oil, I can definitely see why you would need it. But where's your parts? Come on, that? Grapes, honey, lettuce, milk, olive oil, seeds, poplar, raisins, mineral feed, strawberry, sugar. Gonna get there eventually, I hope. 10,000 kinds of net wrapping for balers, and it's not there. Okay. So, where is it? So back here of technology. Here, hit combinations, it will tell me. Okay, so I'm just going to buy one of these. I don't know why I would need them, but all right, one pallet. Don't know why I need spare parts, but okay. Put them in the machine. And make sure we're fully geared up to see what it does. Oh, wow. Didn't take the whole pallet. Great. Alright, we'll just do this. Oh, not the harvester. No, no, no. Do this one. This up over here. The only thing I hate about Strongman is it's hard to tell what you've got hold of. Let me in the harvester, thank you. And off we go. So let's see if this does any different. I got about, what, 20? Oh, why do I still have olives in here? Oh, I jumped out of the harvester when it was dumping, that's right. That's probably why I didn't dump all the way. It's that new thing that they have for 22 that you have to be in the item to dump, I think. I don't know for sure, but you need to dump. Alright, so we're empty again. And I know for one part of the olive facility you need to have washed olives. Not sure which part of the facility that is, though. I know, where did I leave off? It's so hard to tell where I'm at. You don't have any olives. Will you get off the machine, please? Jeepers creepers. Alright, where's my olive start here? Olive start... right there. Okay, so I'm 3 rows down right here. I need to be, so... 1, 2, 3, 4th row in front of me, roughly. Right here. And turn so I can get lined up a little better. And hit the fence again. And I need to be right. Giddy up, go. Nope, not giddy up, crooked. Giddy up, go. Come on, get on there. Come on, back off. Alright, so now I need to do a 50-point turn to get lined up because of the fence. Because I'm not very good at driving around fences. And that, I can't tell which aisle I need to be again. This one. So it is this one that I need to be on. Just a moment so I can see. And there we go. Oh, you're stuck. Come on, line up. Seriously, go straight. There you go. Perfectly. Sorry I say, you know, like I sound like I'm complaining sometimes in the video, but dang it, sometimes it's hard to maneuver. And as I've said, I'm not the best farmer in the world, so I'm just going to do what I can. You guys are going to have to bear with me as I crash and get hooked up and throw my tractors accidentally and all that good stuff. Missed again. Come on, straighten out. There you go. We're going to have a decent harvest off this grove. Like 13 or 14,000 units, maybe more. I guess I don't even know. We're at 82%. I'll empty again because don't like the shot of going down and then having to back away from all the trees again. And again, I don't know what those spare parts do, but you need those for this machine, and I think possibly for the Great Machine also. Let me look real quick. I'm curious now. I know we need it for the Almond machine needs parts, and the Olive Pro machine needs parts. I've never used this one. I was using the manual little umbrella catcher for the almonds, and that just needs hydraulic oil, so it's very cheap. But if you go here and go all the way down to miscellaneous, you will find all the stuff that he has modded. He's got methane tanker and milk tanker that carries all the liquids. He's got a big tanker that carries all the liquids. He's got this one that carries mineral feed. That's the one that we were putting into the Feedmaster. And then he's got the two umbrella harvesters, which take hydraulic oil. And you will find the hydraulic oil under pallets, I believe. Hydraulic oil's right here. You need that to run your almond harvester, the umbrella style. So just so you guys have an idea where to find things. Because it took some searching to find some of those items for me. Okay, let's go again. Kind of hard to get up and down this area, and I have to empty quite often. But like I said, the first time when I did the first couple rows here, I ended up being stuck halfway down the aisle, and I didn't want to do that again. So, just down and back, and I have to empty, so it makes it much easier. Get off. Good go. Up. And turn you on, and try to get unstuck. Come on. There you go. Okay, angle. There we go. Got it. And then I need to figure out what I need to do to plow. I think it's just the little cultivator that's in the grape and olive items. And I'll need to do that to my 2 orchards and then the olives here. My 3 orchards, actually, if you count the olives. So, need to get those cultivated and then double check all their soil. Make sure it's all ready to go for the next harvest. Next growing season, I should say. Lined up. And hold on, go straight. Straight down. There you go. So this is going fairly quick now that I'm using Alt-0, but if I wasn't using Alt-0, I'd only be like 4 aisles in. Get over to that side a little bit. There you go. I know a lot of people don't like Alt-0 because it's not, they consider it cheating, but I've played this game so many hours in the last 4 versions of the game that I just don't have patience anymore to drive 6 miles an hour with a combine or, 5 miles an hour with this. It's just something I do when I play. Looks like we're gonna have spare parts to take back to our farm again, because it doesn't take the whole thing. Again, I don't have any idea what the spare parts is. It looks like we're getting a reasonably decent harvest off of this. Oops, yeah, I was far enough. Alright. Right here, you can see the very subtle difference in the color of the bushes between the two rows that are in front of my machine now, you can see a very, very subtle color difference. Yep, not lined up. Come on, get off there. And there, now I got it. So all right, down we go. And last time I checked on Steam, I have about 1,000 hours into Farm Sim 22 right now. If I count Farm Sim 19 and 17, I probably have closer to 4,000 because I played that game the heck when I was on 19. I did Hofbergman and I did a lot of the like Great West, and that's not counting the PS4 that I played. I played a lot on 19 on PS4 before I switched to the new computer. Come on, get on there. There you go. So between PS4, PC, on the last 4 games, or 4 versions of the game, I probably have had, I'd say close to 5,000 hours in this game. Which is crazy, if you think about it. But that's over like 4 years, 5 years that they've had the different versions out. And I still can't drive worth crap, so yeah, didn't get any better at driving. Get over there. There we go. Let's see if we can make it all the way down this road before we hit full. Nope, I don't think we're going to make it because it's going to be 97, 88, 100. Nope, we didn't make it. I wasn't paying attention. Come on, back up. There you go. This is solely my fault. I wasn't paying attention, so now I gotta pay the consequences and back up over these trees. Alright. Empty. So we're getting a decent haul off this. I didn't think we'd get this much of a harvest off of them. Because the almonds, when I harvested them, I think I got 12,000 off the almonds, or 11,000. So that wasn't a very good harvest, but then again, it wasn't limed or fertilized or anything like that, so that was just basic level. I think it might have had 1 stage of fertilization. So maybe now that I have precision farming on and everything's got to be set, maybe I'll get better. Okay. So I know I'll need to buy one of these. I'll need to buy one of the... Actually, I own the olive and grape... Oh my goodness. Olive and pistachio harvesters I already own. So I don't need those, because those are the umbrella sort. And I need to buy this, which is 200,000. I need to get... What else do I need? Where's got the harvester? Not exactly sure as far as other materials that I need to get, as far as machinery, that is. Oh wait, I need to finish this other aisle. Grr, I forgot. But yeah, I need to buy this for harvesting, and I need to buy more productions. And I think then I'm good as far as equipment, you know, specialized equipment. Unless I want to switch to the almond harvester, which I get off the tree. Really don't know if I need to do, because I don't mind the umbrella harvesters. And currently the productions I have set don't require using the harvesters like this, like for grapes and such, because I don't own any grapes right now. And I don't think there's any vineyards on here that I remember seeing anyway. Okay, did I get this piece of the other that I was doing? I don't know. Up here. And it doesn't tell me. Switch screens. Nope, I missed a partial right here too. What the heck? Okay, so I got that. Alright, I'll have to figure out which row that is. That's gonna be fun. Alright, I'm gonna dump just for safety's sake, so I don't get stuck on there again. And go this way. I'd like to do all the productions on this map, but there's a bunch. I don't even know how many productions there are, actually. Well, that's dumping. I'm gonna look at my spreadsheet real quick. Spreadsheet. There are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 34, 60, 70, 30 productions if you count the 2 biogas locations. And then there's tomato greenhouses, melon greenhouses, lettuce greenhouse, strawberry, melon orchard, lettuce orchard, which are those 2 little farms that we're doing. And then for animals, you have pigs, dairy sheep, cows, chicken pasture, horse barn, sheep barn, and honey production. Honey production you have to do with placeable beehives, though. And then there's a bunch of placeable stuff. So it is a lot of things to keep track of. So just to give you guys an idea, there's 30 productions on this map, which is crazy. Wrong video, wrong tab. Back to Farm Sim. There we go. Sorry about that. I was switching screens off screen so I could tell what I was looking at. Let's see if we can figure out which aisle we're going to be on to fix that. Nah, I'll get it at the end. I love my haphazard way of farming. It's kind of fun. Alright, so I'm right here. Get that up. And turn it on. And away we go. Alright, and I'm going to need to look at my spreadsheet again to see if I need to wash the olives before I can turn them into oil. Because I think I do. Not sure though. Up and dump again, just to make sure I don't run into issues. Oh, that's stuck. Lined up. And oops, tree, you're in the way. I can't see. Now, was I on this now? Yes, I was. Okay, there. Get over. There we go. Lined up finally. Then I'll catch that partial that's back somewhere along here. Once I get these last 5 or 6 rows done, then we'll check and see how much of the total harvest we got off of this. And this has not been touched. This is the first time I've been on this field, so it hasn't been cultivated, fertilized, or anything. So quite honestly, I didn't know I owned it. Alright, time to empty again. Can't make the turn because of the fence. Turn around, and away we go. I am getting a decent crop off it, but if I'm fully fertilized and limed and things, it's going to make a big difference here. So we're getting a decent haul. Nice. And I hope someday I can buy this to do this, because I don't think you can do any harvesting of these without this machine. I don't believe the olive harvester or the umbrella harvester works as well for these. Yep, and away we go. Oops, and I get stuck right away. But driving, Nakara. Come on. Come on, get over. There you go. Okay, so I guess I'm going to be going for a 3-hour stream because I totally forgot that I was streaming, quite honestly. And I'm having a lot of fun on this map. I could go for a marathon stream someday at like 6-7 hours, but yeah. I don't like to sit for that long. Whoa, what in the world did I just do? Just hit the fence. I don't know how the guys do 24-hour streams. There's just no way you can be coherent at the end of that. Get off that. This is going to be a really tough corner to get in and out of with all these trees here. Get off! Goodness. Because I'm not going to be able to see anything in this corner. Let's see, I need to empty first, because otherwise I'll get stuck again. Please just back up over this fence, just one time. No? Okay, fine. I'll argue with it then. There we go. I need a new controller so bad. I've tried to clean this one, I've tried to resolder a couple points, and it just does not work, so I need to these days. I think it's at its end of its lifespan. Come on. I know. Little teeny tiny target. Where are you at? Right up. There you go. Just about down to nothing left to do here. I think I have 3 rows left. And that one little partial row that I see on the map. And I may end up taking these trees out just for maneuverability, so I can see what I'm doing in this corner. Because there's no denying he has a ton of trees on this map. Come on. Here we go. Lined up. Kind of sort of lined up. Come on. Line up. There you go. So I got about 3.5 rows left to go. Well, I'd be harvesting if I turned the stupid machine on. Grr. Yep, Sure. Kara knows how to farm. There we go. Now we're harvesting. I'm such a good farmer. Nope. Whoa, not into the tree. Okay, now this is going to be interesting. Yep, these 2 trees I think are bye-bye. I'll leave the ones on the edge, but these 2 trees on the end are really hard to see what you're doing. And it's hard to maneuver in this corner too. Very, very tight. And I usually, if I take out a tree, I put a tree in somewhere else. I'm kind of a little bit of an activist in the game. There's people that go in and then clear cut the entire map, and then it's like, no, Because I live in an area that's very, very wide open because people have cut all the trees out to make more farmland. And we can see about 20 miles across the land if we're in the one certain spot out here. Otherwise, it's about 10 miles, give or take. And yeah, I'm really frustrated with a lot of people around here that take all the trees out to make more farmland. And it's not for maneuverability, it's just for plain production standards. And hence we have dirt storms and snowstorms that you would not believe. So, dirt storms in the summer when the wind picks up, and then because there's no trees to stop the wind. Really? Come on. Oh, I'm 100%. Grr! Get off so I can get off these trees. Thank you. There we go. Okay, so I got a half a row here and a half a row on down a ways. And I'll be done with the harvest if I can learn how to drive this thing. Yep. Oops. Oversteered again. And those 2 trees have got to go. So I can see my corners. The controller. It's being silly. Okay. Almost done with the olive harvest. And I'm off the trigger. Which trigger? There you are. Get this done, and then we'll check our sugarcane field and make sure if it needs. I'm sure it needs fertilizing, and probably all the other fields too need fertilizing. Okay, get the last 2 little chunks I have here, and we'll be done. And I think next time we do this harvest, we'll just buy the harvester. It's going to cost us about $200,000, but in the long run, it's going to save us money. So I have a little bit on, was it the last row? My olives finished? I can't remember. It's halfway down. Can I get through? Oh, of course not. It's not going to let me through here. It was this row that I'm halfway up. Yeah, there's all of start. Okay, so I'm on the last row. Grr. C, please. Thank you. I can't drive. And the fence is right there. Okay, so I'm going to have to go partially on this road to get butt end over where I need it to get lined up with the other one. Great. Come on. Now, give me the wheel turn. Just a little more. Whole wheel turn the other way. And this way. There. Now I think I can get it. That is one tight turn. Holy cow. Alright. So I got a partial row here. And I have a partial row down further. I'm not exactly sure which one it is, so I'll have to figure out. And then we should be done harvesting olives. Oh, if I can drive. Jumping critters, Mar. Come on. Okay, so this row is done. Not netting anymore. And just let's look at the map and see where I need to be to get that last row. So about a third of the way into the field. Right there, I bet. It's gonna... This one right here. I need to partial row. This one. There we go. Oh, oversteer. There we go. Kind of, sort of. Okay, get this partial road done. And there, we're done. So I'm just going to go all the way up and dump and return this, and then we're done with olive harvest for now. Okay, just turn that off and dump this. Since we need olive oil to produce butter and things for the products, because I think I need olive oil, margarine to build bread, I think. I have to look at my spreadsheet because I don't remember. If not, olive oil is very expensive to sell, or very lucrative to sell once it's completely done. Okay, so we're done harvest. Can I unload the... Nope, it won't let me unload the spare parts, so I'm going to sacrifice some spare parts. Sure. Alright, so done with that, hop out of it, return it, so it doesn't cost me any more money. And I guess we'll do something that's totally uncouth and throw this in the back of my wagon. Whoops, and I can't get it up there because I'm too close. Just to get it back to the farm. And let's throw the tractor. There we go. Get this back to the farm. And then I think I'm going to end the stream because I got to figure out what my next steps are. I know my sugarcane field needs fertilizing. And probably every field needs fertilizing. Because I know the pH value of this ground is horrible. Sorry, not pH. The other words that I know. pH and fertilization. I can't think of the word that they use for fertilization. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll just look because I can't think of the word. pH value. They use... Sure. Yep, I remember. Nope. I don't know, but I think when you hit 50 years of age, your memory is shot. I can't remember squat. Oh, fence post. Yep, it's in good shape. Stop me dead in my tracks. And I went on the wrong road yet again. This map, I tell ya, is the hardest thing to navigate. That's not my farm, so I don't go that way. I'm almost to my farm, but thank goodness. I was on the right road. Okay. Alright, dump these, and then we'll see how much we really got in from our olive harvest with an untended field. It didn't have anything done to it. Because like I said, I didn't even know I owned it until I was doing my search that day. There. Oh, I might hit the roof. Uh-oh. Hit. Yep. Go down. Go down, go down, go down. I'll fix you. Now you go up. I gotta switch it to rolling floor. Then it'll make a difference. And I need to get into the trailer and get that box of parts, which was a dumb idea, but that's okay. Never said I was smart. Anyway, yep, the car is at her best doing stupid stuff. All right, let's go back over here and park this temporarily. And take a look at some of the stuff here. I don't want economic analysis. I want to see if I need to have fertilization done on these. So, okay, so the pH is looking not too bad on the farm. It's in the yellow in some spots, but that's only after one application, so that's not bad. I need to do fertilization in here, but I couldn't get the spreader in there. So I'm going to have a little teeny tiny spreader to get in there. That's the olive grove. And nitrogen, that's the word I'm looking for. Nitrogen is horrible on 35, which is a grass field, the olive grove, and my sugarcane field. Those desperately need it, and these aren't too far behind. So I need to fertilize everything on this farm, including the almonds and the pistachios down here. All need to be harvested, or I mean, fertilized. So that's what I'm going to do off camera, since it's going to take me a while to do all the fields and the groves. And I'm probably going to take and do the um, cultivating here, or figure out what I need to do the cultivating in there, and also cultivate the 3 groves that I have, get them figured out, and then maybe check and see if there is a grape orchard somewhere on the map. I did not locate it when I was doing um, the spreadsheet building, but I didn't see a grape grove anywhere or grape greenhouse. So if somebody knows it, put it in the comments if they know if there's a grape stream or not. A grape stream. Oh my goodness. A grape warehouse or grape orchard anywhere on the map. I did not find one in my searching to see what was on here. So that's my plan. I'm going to go ahead and do um, all my fertilizing. And then when I come back, we should be able to fast forward and get something ready to harvest. But um, right now, unfortunately, I can't go anymore, and I've already gone 2 hours and 40 minutes, so I don't want to bore people to tears. But yeah, we're making headways. We have chickens, we have cows, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 fields, 3 orchards. Um, we have a lot of stuff in storage. I was going to check and see how much we got off olives. So we have a lot of stuff in storage. We have a little bit of wheat, 84,000 wheat, 117,000 barley. We got some oats, canola, sorghum. Olives maybe 46,000 off of a totally untouched field. So that was our orchard. That's pretty good. And then sunflower, soybeans, all this stuff was off of the untouched fields and a very little fertilization because I haven't done much with the fields. Um, and we have a bunch of grass in the thing. We have 1,000,000 liters of straw, so I don't need to collect any straw off the barley because I don't know of any industry that uses straw except for the animals. So I've got diesel in a tank, and then I've got a little bit of fertilizer sitting around and some manure and slurry. Lime I have in the thing, and we have almonds 24,000 and pistachios 24,000, which I know pistachios has a special oil that you can make, which another process to buy another processing plant for them. But then I have protein feed. I think that's all I have. Yeah. So we've got a decent start going here. Eight sessions, so about 16 hours of work in game, and yeah, we'll go from there and see what we can figure out. Like I said, my main focus is going to be doing the smoothies and the bread that I need for the smoothies. So I'm going to be transferring the barley that I'm currently growing to the flour factory that we purchased, and I also need to get some sugar beets up to the sugar mill. So I got fertilization, transfer of potatoes, no, not transfer of potatoes, transfer of barley, transfer of, yeah, that, my brain just went completely blank. Transfer of sugar beets, and that's the plan. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Hopefully I'll keep fairly consistent with these videos, at least one or two a week. It is getting busier with me for me with my freelance work, so I don't know how much time I'm going to get, but I will do as best I can to get two a week. And I'm not sure if I'm going to complete the Harry Potter playthrough or not because I'm just not feeling that game. Sadly, it was an expensive game, and there's so many cutscenes in it that it's very, very slow moving game. Anyway, enough of that. Um, I will catch you guys in the next stream. Like I said, hoping for two a week on this one. No guarantees because I got a lot of stuff coming up for my freelance work. But I will see you folks later. Enjoy yourselves.